to another episode of
Your Secret Safe with Me.
With your favorite besties, Tanisha.
In India.
Okay.
Girl. We surviving. We making it, y'all.
We making it. We are making it. It be, a struggle sometimes, but we be doing it.
I can't believe it. We've been consistent, y'all.
We are. So
we're staying strong in 2025.
Exactly. Okay.
Let's go into our jar.
Okay, I guess I'll pick.
Our jar of questions.
I think you picked last time.
I did.
Is our intro rushed? I feel like we be kind of
rushed. I don't know. This is the intro, so
I know. Ooh, okay.
The
topic here: guilty pleasures.
Guilty pleasures.
Guilty pleasures.
Where does my mind go to?
Where does your mind go to?
The gutter.
You said what?
The gutter.
Not the gutter. Guilty pleasure. Oh, well, I got one for sure.
Sweets. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a big one for both of us.
That's a big one.
We love some sugar. We got some parasites in our stomach.
Got it. You have to.
Got some.
It for sure. No, for sure.
Got some strong ones.
They survive it.
Because that's sweet too. I saw that TikTok where they was like, why black people don't say, I want some dessert? They say, I want something sweet. And I'm like, oh, yes. I need some sweet, babe. I need some sweet. Let me get some ice cream, cookies, cake.
I was about to say, yeah, what's your sweet pleasures?
All of them. It just really just depends. It just changes. Like, sometimes it's like a Kit Kat bar. Sometimes it's like, okay, chocolate chip cookies, Nestle Toll House. Sometimes specific
Toll House.
And then cake too, but I don't get cake just from anywhere. Like when I was living in Dallas, I would like to go to Cake Bar and get me a little slice of cake for $5 on a random Wednesday. And ice cream, Bluebell, cookies and cream.
Yeah. I've got no
That's kind of the rotation, but what's yours?
Yeah, mine's like, I like chocolate a lot. I don't remember really liking chocolate as much as I do now.
Really?
Like in my adult age. Like I really like chocolate. I don't know. And it's got to be chocolate with something. It's not just chocolate. Like a Hershey's bar, don't do it for me. Yeah, that's just pure chocolate.
Yeah, no.
Like
it has to have a little crunch in there.
Yeah.
Something to bite into.
Caramel. I need some.
Yes, you are such a caramel girl.
I need like stuff like that,
Caramel.
So, you say caramel?
I said caramel. But I say caramel.
You say caramel? I say caramel.
Yeah.
I think. Anyway, so that I'm not super big on ice cream. Like I like ice cream, don't get me wrong, but it's not like a first type of sweet that I would go to. If I am gonna get ice cream though.
Brahms. This girl, you eat a banana split, ain't it? Ain't it some type of banana split?
I get the strawberry shortcake.
Oh, okay, strawberry shortcake.
My sister gets the banana split, but definitely got it. People, my husband used to talk about me too. He was like, Brahms is for old people.
It is old people.
And I was like, you missing out. Now he can't help himself.
I love a cherry limeade from Brahms. Personally.
They hit hard.
Personally.
But their food is good.
Their food is good.
And their ice cream is like top tier. But so if I'm gonna get ice cream, it's gonna be from there. I do like Ben and Jerry's though, but Ben and Jerry's be expensive for them little pints. They be expensive.
I haven't really tried too many Ben and Jerry flavors. They overwhelm me. It's too many different ones.
You need it simple.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then anything cinnamon related.
Yeah.
I love cinnamon. Cinnamon anything.
Go ahead and tell on yourself too about them bundt cakes.
Okay, sis. I was getting there, but dang. No, I gotta, I think, honestly, I got it bad, but my husband's got it worse.
He worse than you?
He's worse than me.
Because we bad together.
No, I know.
And there's somebody worse.
It's Charles.
Wow.
Charles Lincoln.
We calling you out. Come to the front. Come to the front.
No, girl. Actually, this week he was upset because I didn't go by and get the buy one get one free, and I let it expire.
Oh, wow.
And he was like,
he wasn't having it.
He wasn't having it. So, but yeah, them bundt cakes. And I'm telling y'all, freebies for your birthday. You gotta get on them freebies. You gotta get on. I'm not gonna say all
No,
that.
don't even do that. Don't tell your secrets.
I'm not gonna tell my secret. However, y'all really need to get up on them freebies for the sweets.
The freebies, yeah,
for your birthday.
For your birthday.
My gosh, yes. But yeah, I would say those are probably a few of my guilty pleasures. Outside of like sweets, though, I don't know if I really have
any guilty pleasures. Because it's guilty. Like, what makes it guilty?
I think what makes it guilty is when you just overindulge. You know, that's what makes it guilty.
When you overindulge in it.
Yeah, and so I think.
What do I overindulge in? Yeah, it's probably sweets. I can't really think of anything.
Yeah, I think it's just sweets. I was trying to be a little different.
Without putting.
Without doing too much.
Without doing too much. I can't really feel too much.
So I guess I'll just leave it there. I guess when I was more on social media, that was more of a guilty pleasure. But I feel like I'm not as deep on social media.
Because social media is...
That's a guilty pleasure for a lot of people. Yeah.
So, yeah, I could put that one up there.
Yeah, but that's not as much of a guilty pleasure anymore because I'm not really
that's
active
good
on it like that. So, anyway,
Look at the Lord.
I think He transforming me on whatever. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. But yeah, I think that's it.
Okay, wait. Let's put our face together real quick. I want to make sure make sure we're both in focus.
They gonna be looking like what
y'all doing? Look, we're doing this just us two. Like I don't have anyone to make sure we're both in focus because I noticed in some of the videos we weren't. So I apologize.
So what? Do I need to scoot in?
No, you're fine.
Okay, so you can't tell. I don't even know how you.
No, I can't tell. I'm just hoping that it will just
capture
see two faces and know what's up.
Okay. All right. Well,
what's our topic? What are we talking about today?
The topic of the day. Let me get to it. My bad. The power of influence. Okay. Now, we have somewhat touched base on influence in previous episodes.
Yes.
And just how influential this world can be in general.
Correct.
You know? And I think that's just how the world goes around anyway. It really is the power of influence. I mean, everything in our life has to do with some type of influence, you know? So I think it's kind of just inevitable. I don't think you get around that by any means. So anyway, that will be our topic of the day. And so first question would be, when do you or we find ourselves the most influenced? What would you say, Miss India Anderson?
I feel like I'm most influenced with food.
Okay.
Just because I just really love, there's some people who don't eat for enjoyment. They eat specifically
just
to live, to be healthy, which I definitely get because I am like a health kind of nut a little bit with just like doing things naturally, natural herbs and all that stuff. But I enjoy a good salty meal, or any meal that just looks good. Like, oh, that looks like it would taste good or something like that. Like even me and Tanisha will be like sending each other foods of like crab legs.
Oh my God.
Fried crab legs and be like, girl, don't this look good? And it's just dumped in all this butter. And you just know that it's not good for you.
Yeah.
But very influenced to try all types of food, even though I don't always get to try it. If I see it, I'm like, oh, I want to try that food. Oh, I want to try that recipe. Like food probably is the first one that I can think of
where you feel you're most influenced.
Where I'm like, I want that. I want to try it. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, we did. Me and India, side note, me and India went to Houston just to eat.
Oh, yeah, we did. We did do a trip just to eat.
Oh, we did a trip just to eat. And that's the friend I am. Girl, you want to go where?
We went to the Breakfast Club.
Mm-hmm.
What was that seafood place?
I don't know.
It was that one influencer who created his own crab place.
Oh, I don't remember. But I remember we went there. But, oh, yeah, it was Quay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Quay. You're right. I do remember that. I remember him.
We went to his seafood spot. And where else did we go? I feel like we were
still there.
Else.
We went to the turkey leg hut that is no
Oh,
longer.
yes. We went to the turkey
And
leg
we
hut
waited
too.
in
That was our
that
first time.
long line.
We waited for a long time.
We waited for a long
We waited for a long
periodical
time. And the line was long, but it was. I didn't feel like it should have took that long.
No.
But
no.
yes, we waited for a long time.
And then we went back home that same day. And remember, you agreed to drive back home.
Ooh. I said, I'll drive back.
I'm glad
This
she
girl was
took
like,
that
okay,
one.
yeah, girl, I'll stay up. This girl.
I'm in a food coma. Okay.
I got the whole video still where I said, and you supposed to be staying up with me.
She caught me on candid camera. Okay. I was knocked out. I was trying so good
She
to
was
be,
like,
a woke passenger for her, but
she fell asleep on me.
I did fall asleep because that food hit.
It did.
I think we took some home too.
I would think so. Yeah, it was a lot of food.
Some home. It was too much food, but yeah, we definitely. I mean, yeah, even in that, just being influenced with the places that we went because there was so much hype.
Yeah.
There was so much hype around those places. So it was like we gotta hit these spots because if they saying it's good, it gotta be good. But Breakfast Club always hit every time we went to Houston.
Mm-hmm. Every time we went to Houston, yeah, we was going to the Breakfast Club.
So yeah. Anyway,
what's your top one? Yeah, because we can go on about a lot of different ones.
I guess I took it a little differently when it was. Wait, what was the question?
You sounded like me. What's the question?
Exactly. What's the question? What is it? When do we find ourselves most influenced? Like you picked a specific thing, but I guess in my mind I was thinking like I feel like I'm most influenced when I'm like most vulnerable or or I just don't know, like, well, what am I supposed to do? I think that's when we gravitate to like influential people in our lives that,
Okay.
So I just took it a little different than you.
When you're talking about food.
She did. I just went a little deeper. That's all. But no,
Okay.
But no, it's, I mean, food though do be one because that is true. But I just mean, I'm just thinking kind of overall. Like
what's an example of that?
Like when I'm like, of what
unsure?
I just said.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like when I'm unsure about something, like, okay, for an example, having a kid. I mean, if you ain't never done it before, thank God for TikTok, even though I think it's going to be banned. But TikTok, like I was on TikTok, like
getting all the information,
like how to do stuff, like granted, I have a sister with multiple kids, my mom, whatever, but I was just trying to, grab information from everywhere. Like how do I properly do this? How do I navigate certain things that come about that I didn't know or, stuff like that. And so I was kind of vulnerable there, just trying to do my best. And so I was looking at influencers or, things that I wanted to be well versed in knowledge and have the knowledge about type of thing. And so I think that would probably just be one like quick example because
that's a good one.
You know what I mean? But I think that's where I just find myself to be the most influenced by anything is like, if it's something that, I'm seeking out, type of thing. It's like, okay, where do I go? Who said this the best thing? What's the best thing?
Oh, another one is traveling. Because like we're about to go to Jamaica and I've been looking.
Wait, are you?
What we plan on? We ain't bought the tickets yet.
You did tell
but we supposed. I did tell you. We was thinking about it.
No, you did. That's what I'm saying. When you say you going to Jamaica, I was like, oh, y'all making plans for show.
No.
Okay.
But it's most likely it's most likely gonna happen.
Oh,
We've been saying for a couple of days now. Let's just go ahead and click the button. We ain't did it. But yeah, but that should be where we should be going to Jamaica. So I've been looking on TikTok. I'm like, okay, what's there to do and what should I watch out for and all that stuff. So yeah, I feel that being influenced of like which resort, because that's what I'm really stuck on. It's like, okay, this resort or this resort. Because I even saw on TikTok they was out there boycotting in Jamaica. The resorts was out there boycotting. It wasn't getting paid enough. And I said, dang, I ain't seen this in my TikTok algorithm. This just popped up.
This just popped up. Yeah, that is true though. With travel, that's a big one actually, because it's like all these spots that don't even until people start talking about something, there's a lot of things people don't even know where to go.
Yeah.
Like, you know, everybody going to Bali.
Yeah. Yeah. There's some places like Petra. I was talking to her the other day, catching up, and she told me some places. I said, "Oh, I ain't thought about that one. What's there to do there?"
Right. And so you just start getting all this information from people, and it's like, oh, that actually, I need to put that on my list.
Put it on the list
because someone said it was a time, so I got to have that time. I got to have that experience. You know, I got to see what that's about. So,
and you want to do something different too, because it's like you don't want to keep traveling and do the same thing, ATVs every time. Because I'm like, I'm going to Jamaica. I'm not getting on no ATV again. I already did that in Mexico.
You're not gonna get smothered down either by them men because you got your husband.
I will.
You gonna get smothered down?
I want to. Go ahead and rub me down with the white clay.
She said, "I want to."
Rub me down. I want a massage. My husband know I love a massage. Darcy know he always got to rub me down.
That is hilarious. Does he give good massages?
He does. Sometimes I like. Have you ever told somebody like, "Ooh, right there," and then they go right there, and then they end up moving? I said, "No, right there."
Stay in that one spot.
Stay right there.
I ain't tell you to move.
So that's the only thing about his massaging. But other than that, he does good pressure, and
that's good.
Girl, yes, like we can't afford for me to go to the massage place no more. I used to have a membership.
Oh, I know, they just keep going up.
So I'd be working him. I'd be like, "Baby, it's time for my massage."
Come on, get them hands working, boy.
So I feel like he would be very understanding if the Jamaican men wanna rub me down with the white clay.
Gosh, poor Darcy. Darcy gonna be like, "Hey man, watch your hands.
Stay right here below."
Exactly. Watch your hands. No, that'd be fun though.
Yeah. No, that would be fun.
A good time. That'll be a good time. Yeah.
That's a good point. Traveling. Yeah, we said it to a couple different things. Did you want to go to the next question, or you had something to add?
No. We can go to the next question. Okay. How does being vulnerable help to be influencing or be influenced? And do you think it's more effective?
Being vulnerable?
Yeah. Like,
yeah, I feel like being vulnerable, you are more receptive to people's advice. Ooh, excuse me. I didn't burp. Excuse me. I think you are more, when you're vulnerable, you're more open to receive help or knowledge. You know, not as much of an ego or pride involved. Sometimes it is when you're vulnerable, depending on the circumstance. You can still have those emotions. But I'm like, okay, for a trip, you know, just to keep it on topic, say it's a trip and you've gone somewhere before. I'm like, yeah, girl, tell me about your experience. I want to hear. You know, I'm not ego and like, I don't really need your help. You did what you did. I'm going to do what I going to do on this trip. You know, it's like, why would you have that type of attitude?
Right.
You know? So I feel like you would be more, people are more prone to be like, oh yeah, tell me what you did. And then, you know, you take what you want
with that. Yeah.
With it and be like, I like that, or I don't like that, or, you know, curate your own thing from it.
Yeah.
But I think it is good to be vulnerable.
I'm glad you're giving that perspective, because I'm also thinking on the flip side. Like I think you're speaking from a point of like being influenced, and how I intend to answer this is thinking of the opposite of doing the influencing. Oh, whereas I think people are, like you mentioned too, being receptive. I think people are a lot more receptive when the person that is influencing is being vulnerable, because I feel like when you are able to be vulnerable and open, there's no guard there. There's no like there should be just truth and transparency there. And so when there's truth and transparency, I feel like people realize the genuineness behind that, and they're able to receive things better, because you know, you're being transparent and vulnerable about it. And so then it's like, you know, on the receiving end, it's like, wow, like I see, I understand, I get it. Yeah. You know, thanks for sharing. And then you take that and you do what you will with it, type of thing. And so I think that's how I feel like that would probably be very effective for a lot of people. Yeah, definitely
more effective if the person that is giving the information or like you said, being the influencer. Is being genuine and honest. Because I mean, sometimes people can not even do that because they don't want to share everything, or they might not want to be embarrassed or share the bad part of it or whatever. So it is helpful.
Yeah, because even thinking about like I don't know why this came up, but I was just thinking about this. I was watching this interview, and I don't even remember verbatim, but it was something along the lines. I think she's a comedian now, or no, I think I'm thinking of two different women. Let me stick on to what I'm trying to say. I think it's this woman who is, I'm not sure if she's an actual pastor now or what, but she is like, I don't want to call her motivational speaker either, but she found God, but her life was far away from God, like prior to her, living for Christ now. And so she was just sharing her story, and she was like, because she's been through so much, she is vulnerable with all these women that are going through the same very thing. She's going in these spaces that are filthy with women that are just down and out type of thing, because she wants to influence, and spread the word of God, and also let them know, like, baby, you can get out. This is not where you got to be. And she shares her testimony, and she shares her experience, and she shares all of what she did, before, and, where she's at now, and giving the women hope, And so, she's, using her testimony for good, and she's going out and really, really, truly, I mean, the thing she was sharing, I was like, oh my gosh, like, how do you come out of all this kind of stuff? Like, her story was crazy, And so just, with her being able to share that with people, I know she's transformed a lot of people and influenced a lot of people to get up and do better and do more. And so that's just kind of an example of what I was thinking about, where somebody is being truly like transparent and vulnerable to really get a message across to help somebody else.
Yeah. I love that. Yeah. You do see that every now and then with people on a big scale, or doing volunteer work. That's really good to do.
Yeah. But then in terms of again, social media, I don't think we can ever not talk about social media and everything, or just not even social media, just the I was about to say economy, but that's not what I'm trying to think about. Just the world in general. Just think about how influenced we really are. These girls is out here getting these BBLs. Think about all the stuff. Now I'm going way off from being deep. I'm just talking about just in general, just being influenced. I was thinking about it, and I was like, this sounds crazy, but just think about it. Just think about it. If we said today that BBLs are out, and now you got to have fat in your arms because that's what's attractive. That sounds crazy, but people are going to do it, because if Kim Kardashian takes that fat out of her booty and puts it in her arms, they're going to be like, oh my gosh, she's doing something different. Oh, that's actually sexy.
But speaking on that, though, I have to add, people, you're very correct. You're very correct, because I feel like it's a shift too with the Ozempic, that everyone is being very skinny though. Like how they say with fashion, everything revolves. I think with the body type as well. So I feel like, yes, it is true. Like BBLs are kind of coming out of style in a way, and everyone is getting very small. It's almost like, I don't know. I mean, this is obviously just thoughts and conspiracy. This is really ain't real. I mean, it is real, but I don't know if this is really what's happening. But I feel like they're really trying to, like how Trump is trying to make America great again. Back in the day, so they're making the rich, or the rich richer, and they're getting more skinnier. It's like back in the day when models were skinny, and then I don't know. I feel like it's becoming more separation in the old days. It used to be white women were wanting to look like black women. I feel like that phase is going out. White women are starting to look like white women.
That's what you're getting at. Okay.
White women are starting to look like white women. And the rich, the higher up echelon, or whatever, however you say that, is becoming more prevalent. Us middle class are becoming broker. like you said with the economy, like
Girl, let's not talk about it. No,
because that's how that's how it's supposed to be. Like or not how it's supposed to be, but how society is created to be. And I'm seeing it even more. Is what I'm saying.
Gotcha. No, I feel that though, because what's crazy is I hate to even really talk about this family because I the Kardashian Jenner clan though, but like I agree, it's like they keep getting skinnier,
they're getting smaller,
skinnier.
They taking their BBLs out.
It's like I'm like, but y'all was over here.
Even they not even with black men no more.
Girl, that's another thing. I was
Kylie
like,
is really trying to get her
back.
Marilyn Monroe on because she got a white man, and
a white man.
And the white guy she with too is kind of like the next Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, is that what they're saying?
That's what they're saying. Which
really?
I'm a friend of Leo, and I don't. It's not giving that for me, but it's a younger generation, so that's maybe the case for him. So I'm like, okay, she's trying to attach herself to this man. She's trying to get her white standing back.
Yeah. And whether they think of it like that, because from the outside looking in, that's definitely what it's giving.
That's what it looks like for me.
It's giving all of that. It's giving like, okay,
and it may not be true. I'm open to that.
That's what I'm saying. Like from the outside, this is what it looks like. From their standpoint, it might be a subconscious thought. But it don't look that good. Like you had these babies with these black men, and you wanted these black men. Now y'all over here trying to switch up and go back to white is right. Like I don't understand. But like anyway, we done got off.
I know, but that's influence.
But it's still influence because when people even talk about, I don't remember lip fillers being a true thing until Kylie Jenner got it. You know what I'm saying?
She dissolved her lip fillers. A lot of other women, white women,
really though, because they still look like
she probably just has a lower amount. It's probably not as much.
They be saying, "Oh yeah, I took it all out," and I'm like, "It still look like it to me because you did not have no lips. You really didn't. Now you still got a little something." But anyway, it's just like that is when you talk about influence. I feel like those are the first people that come in my mind when we're talking about like media influence. Is Kim Kardashian and Kylie Jenner and all of them, and it's like. Again, as crazy as my example was, like if Kim Kardashian today took out all of that fat and put it in her arms, and now all these girls is going to get their arms done because they like, this is the new in thing, this is the trend, and I actually like it. But it's like, how much of it do you actually like versus it just being
you're doing it for the trend.
You're just doing it for the trend.
For the plot.
That's it, because like you also said, like things. They start to recycle, fashion recycles. My mom talks to this day about how. What are they called? The shoes. Oh, not Vans. Converse. Converse were like
Taylor gang.
She was like, yeah, Converse back in my day were like $7 or something crazy. And now like you look at the price of Converse now, they're nothing compared to that, Yeah. But things come back in style and then people promote it and the people are influenced by it and you go buy it. That's how people make money. So I get it. But but like it's true though. Everything around us we are influenced by from
and that's why the businesses, the big corporations don't even need celebrities.
No.
They get influencers. People who have just created an audience and people who have created an audience and connected with people and they feel trustworthy enough to listen.
Right. And shout out to the influencers for real though, because they be making a bag. They do. I'm never going.
I'm trying to make the bag.
Look, shoot, let me have a little following too.
I'm trying to make a bag.
Yes, okay. I don't blame them at all, but yes,
no blame in that one.
No, but that's the thing. Like influencers would not be a thing if we weren't all influenced the way that we are. You know, they wouldn't be making the bags they're making if they truly didn't have that audience to tap in and to be influenced and purchase something and get commission off of it because they didn't have 20,000 people buy with they discount code.
Yeah, for real.
It's the truth. It's the truth. Like, where's my discount code? What do we need to do? Man. But anyway, ranting on. Okay, right on the money, I guess. Okay, how do you differentiate influence versus manipulation? If you want me to go, I will.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because I see you
really
thinking. Have one. I think it can be like. I feel like it's like a fine line, and I hate to even say that, but I think when you're desperate that fine line dissolves and it just starts to look like the same thing. But the difference between the two, like if you're really looking at it, manipulation is like all about control, you know, whereas influence, it's not necessarily about the control.
Yeah.
And so I don't know, to differentiate the two is really just like, what is the motive? Like the intent and the motive behind manipulation is, you know, to, again, the control behind it and all of these things that really are not for your best interest, but only for the interest of themselves, the manipulator, you know, whereas someone that's just influencing, they're just, you know, they're sharing their piece, but it's nothing that's going to add or take away from themselves. It's only to add to you if you choose to take it. But so I think that's really the best way to differentiate those two things. True. And I think, again, for people that are in desperate spaces or have been brainwashed, they look at it as maybe thinking they're being influenced and making the decisions for themselves when really they're being manipulated. And so I feel for those type of people.
I was thinking like because I've seen, like, I guess there's been like influencer scandals where it's like influencers are promoting something that they know don't work.
Oh.
I feel like that might be manipulation for sure. Like, buy this works. It works for me, but you only used it once or you never used it. You don't even know.
Because they're getting money
just
off of it.
Just because they're just getting a bag off of it.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good
one that I thought of when you said that.
Yeah. I mean, that's definitely could be true because there's a lot of people that be promoting stuff. And it's like, girl, now you know that don't work. Stop that.
It's a lot of things to be promoted.
It's a lot of things to be promoted. Have you ever had anything that you were like, oh, I bought this because they said it worked and it did not work? Like, what's something you bought because you was heavily influenced and you was really, really disappointed severely?
First of all, why I think it's about you before I thought about mine.
I know what you about to say too.
What?
I don't even want to say it. Is that wig? Yo, not my wig.
Tanisha bought this wig. I probably have had the same thing, a wig, but that was the worst of the worst that I've ever seen before. Tanisha bought this wig, and it was advertised very beautifully.
It was
cute ginger red wig.
It was beautiful.
She got that thing. It looked like
it was awful, y'all.
Ronald McDonald.
It was awful. Oh my gosh! And for people that know, y'all just know.
And you spent good money on a wig.
I spent good money. It's so funny we're talking about this because I was just talking about this with my aunt and my cousin, and they were talking about I was so mad I made a YouTube video. I was I had to blast the place, and I was like I don't ever do stuff like that. Like, I just need to influence the girls not to buy.
I just gotta let y'all know.
Be aware. They're a scam. Like, they said that hair was 100% human hair. Them fibers was not given. That was a Party City wig.
I know.
That was a Party City wig. I spent my hard good money
on
that wig, y'all. And I was just so flabbergasted.
That was so wrong. It was so wrong.
And the thing is, people were really trying to, like, there were some people in them comments. Remember, there were some people in them
because I had to get on some of them people in them comments. We're like, you're not going to talk to my best friend like that. They did really do her dirty with this wig.
Dirty. Now, I will say, and I thought, I think I even explained in the video, like, because, okay, no, the wig did not, when I got it, it did not look how I presented it when I
first
made the video type of thing. But the thing was, when it came out the box, it still did not look like they said it was going to look, which is why I washed it. Because I was like, sometimes you got to wash your wig. You got to wash your wigs anyway. So I was like, let me wash it. After I washed it, it was like a bird's nest. It was terrible. It was terrible. Oh my God. I had to, it was so bad that I was communicating with the woman in China. And she was like, well, honey, you need to do it. I can't believe
you made that video. She put on that wig. Like, look at this.
It was terrible, you guys. I'm saying, I had to get my money back. And they were not trying to
get my money. Did they give you your money back?
No, I had to go through my bank.
Okay.
And then that was another thing. I did get it back, but it was through the bank. And I know the whole situation sounded so childish and comical to that man that I was disputing charge with, because he was like, okay, ma'am, he's just asking for the facts, And I was like, I bought this wig. And He
He
think
probably
this,
like,
this
oh my
black ghetto
God.
girl is probably what he's thinking of it. I'm over here talking about this wig and how terrible it was and how it was not what was actually advertised and how they lied about multiple things about this wig. I've had plenty of wigs and that wig was not human hair. Okay, them was synthetic fibers.
Giving human blend.
Exactly. Not even that. And so it was just like, I had to get my money back. That's all. I had to get my money back. And I did, thankfully. Because I spent like I'm not even going to say it, but I spent a good money. spent a good amount on it.
Dang, I'm really trying to think.
Oh, yeah. This wasn't even about me. This was you. And I wouldn't even thought of that one.
I thought about that one for you because that one was
thought about that.
tragic.
Oh,
I'm sure like with some clothes, I've had some things like come and not be exactly like, okay, this is a little cheap. But I mean, I didn't pay that much. So I knew
So
it
it's
might
not that bad.
yeah.
Any like, I know you've been like on your herbs and stuff. Anything that you've been.
Oh, no, not even with the herbs because that to me is like a hit or miss. You don't know how your body's going to react to it.
Yeah,
So
that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. I would say your wig was the biggest thing for me. I was like, what?
I don't think
Actually, no, I thought of one. It still is with hair. So Javen and Silken went to this girl to get their sew-ins. Then when I went, this woman did horrible on my sew-in. I had to take it out.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It was bad.
It was bad?
It was bad.
Oh, no.
It was horrible. I took it out. I said, I was about to cry. I probably did cry. I know myself.
She said, I probably did cry. Oh, goodness. No, I'm trying to think. I mean, with the example that you gave for me to expand on was actually a really good example. But if you hadn't have said that, I really wouldn't even thought about that. So I'm trying to think of what I actually would have thought of. And now nothing tops that in my head.
And nothing tops that.
Nothing tops that.
That was a whole experience.
Like, and I gave it, what's even funnier is it looked like a Chucky doll wig. And my
that's what
niece,
it was. Not Ronald McDonald. Definitely Chucky.
My niece was Chucky. They made her Chucky for like Halloween one year, like when she turned 2. And they used that wig on that baby. They used that wig on that baby. It went to good use.
It got its use out of it.
It got some use, but it wasn't on my head. Not looking like that, okay? Ugh.
My.
Oh, girl, they need to be oh, Elmo. That's what it's called. LMO. ELEMO here. If it's still around, ladies,
don't use them. No.
Don't be deceived. Love Me Here is a good one. If y'all trying to get a wig, Love Me Here is good. What you be using?
Well, really, the best one is Hair BB.
Hair BB?
But it's expensive.
Oh, that's probably why I don't get on it.
It's about $400.
Okay, yeah.
Hair BB, that was the most natural looking wig that I've ever had. Best one. For sure. And then Eunice hair.
Yes,
I got a big part wig from them. That's pretty good.
Eunice hair is pretty good. Yeah. Okay. Well,
was that the last question?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good because we're doing good on time.
Yeah. There was actually one more, but we could stop there because yeah.
We don't want the video to be too long.
We don't want the video to be too long. We ain't trying to drag it out too much. But
yeah, the power of influence. Share in the comments. How are you influenced? What gets you?
What gets you going?
And your guilty pleasures.
Yeah, I was about to say, and your guilty pleasures. Share with us some interesting guilty pleasures. I'd be flabbergasted if people went on that comment section tearing it up with some.
I really wish they would.
With some crazy guilty pleasures.
We need some more subscribers.
Come on, you guys. Come on. Support.
But we'll get there.
We'll get there. Exactly. But anyway, thanks for
tuning
in. We will see you guys on next episode. Bye-bye.